Yeah, good morning. I thought we'd start the day off early today. Got a lot of work to do. If I'm going to get it all together today, I doubt I get it together today, but we'll try. The drawings are done. This is all you really need to build a beam wing airplane. Is a first off an idea. Second off a side view drawing of the fuselage, rudder, and elevator stabilizer, because the wing puts itself together. And when I say that, the wing puts itself together by the layout of the spar and the numbers. That's all. It just doesn't matter. First, you have to have a rib pattern, obviously, an airfoil, and then the spar leading and trailing edge locations, which we already have on the fuselage here. This is the physical of this. Pretty damn close. I mean, get this apart here. Got this. And then we got this. Let's see how we're going here. How are we doing? And the nice thing about scratch building is you don't have to stick to, if you don't like the way something looks, change it. Just did on this one here. Move the canopy again. See, I drew it on the plans and it looked okay on paper, but it doesn't look okay in real life, so I just moved it back. So I also moved the rudder back. Let's see how this is going to work here. What do we have here? Yeah, we got 14 and a half. 14 and a half, and we got 9 inches. Actually, we don't have 9 inches. We have 8 and 3/4, which is fine. I drew it at 9, but ended up with 8 and 3/4. Trust me, this thing will be nose heavy anyway. So I might as well draw this fuselage out. So we had the original plans. Let's draw another drawing with the outline of this so it's correct. Exactly correct. Oop. I've got all the leading and trailing edges cut. I just need to cut a spar and we can start putting it together. First, I want to give an accurate set of drawings in case somebody else wants to build this thing. We'll have an accurate set. So this is the first set. And like I say, I normally don't do plans. I just do it out of my head from numbers. You don't need these. But if somebody wants to build the exact model, you probably would need it. I wouldn't, but so this is the first set. First set. Like I say, I'm just doing this for posterity, I guess. Because I know some of you guys are going to say, where's the plans? Got plans for that? Okay, there. Morning. So, yeah, early bird. But I've been up 2 o'clock in the morning. Smarter you are, the less you have to sleep. I wish I had a drafting table. That'd be nice. But I don't have the room for it. That's the problem. So we'll make do with what we got. We're gonna draw the spar out too. We'll figure the spar sizes, and then I can cut that. Maybe get rid of all this junk on the bench. Lots of junk on the bench. See, where's my T-square? There it is. It ain't square on the paper though, so we'll just measure. Okay. Better square it up. Better square it up. Be a whole lot easier. Okay. Yeah, it's relatively close. We're gonna get some business done today. We're gonna get some serious work done on this. Like I say, I'm just drawing this set of plans for you guys because I don't need them. Just in case somebody wants a set. Okay, that's square. Now, yeah. You know, all this sounds good, but I'm stun hanger poor. I've got to come up with big money for stun hanger. I can't buy anything. Which way do we want to face the fuselage? And we'll face it to the left. It don't. Stun hanger poor. Okay, let's put this right here because we're going to do the spar and the rib patterns at the bottom. we need a pencil. We got a pencil here. Okay. Okay, that's that. We'll measure and get them drawn in right, but that's the basic outline. So we got that part. And we'll do the elevator stabilizer. Of course, it's off the chart there. Close enough. Oh, shoot. Missed that line. Pretty close. Maybe we got that. Of course, it ain't long enough. No, I don't want to waste my time drafting plans. This is just a quick drawing to get the basic shape of all the parts. This, the exact sizes. What did I do with that? I put it over there. I have a smaller one here. I'm out of eraser. Gonna have to get into my sign box to get out my other stuff. Too much erasering. Voila, set of plans. No big deal. Close enough. Yeah, well, we'll get the circle templates and do that. I mean, I feel that anybody that's a builder can build from just a set of numbers. You really don't need these drawings, but some people need them. Okay, I think that's good enough. Need to lay out the spar now. Now I laid it out on a scrap spar that I had already made up. I don't know how to scan something this big. I don't know how to scan something this big. I'm sure we'll get him into CAD somehow. Okay. Okay, we need to show on that rudder, which is where'd it go? Grain direction. So that goes from right here to right there. So fuse is 1/2 inch balsa. doublers. We're gonna have the doublers on there. Doublers. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to lay the tip out. First, we'll get the doublers on here. Close enough. One-eighth ply doublers. We need the motor mounts in here. It's 3/8 by half. And they go back to here. Yeah, maybe. We can just square these up a little better too. They're kind of round. It don't matter. Okay. Off the datum line, it's 1.5 inches. It's inch and a half. 1.5 inches. CLW 1.5 inches. Write it up here. CLW 1 1/2 inch. What is the center? I didn't check the center line of the thrust. I wonder what that is. I just said that looks about right. So thrust line is inch. Let me make sure. That's 1.25 inches. 1/2 inch is 5/8. See, 5, 4 5/8 right there. The motor thrust line is 1 7/16. The thrust line is 1 7/16, which it really doesn't matter. Could have all been inline. I could have dropped the stab down and made it all inline, which we're not trying to make, which I could do, but I'm not trying to make it difficult on myself. I'm trying to make it easy, so I put it up on the datum. Yep, that's square. Okay, good. All right, let me get the circle template, which is right here. Draw the circle, and I think I used that big one. I did. Nope, bigger, bigger, bigger. Right there. Bigger, bigger. This is highly unusual to see a beam wing profile. Like I say, I've never seen one. Not to say there hasn't been one, but I've never seen one. Okay, too much work for a profile, but not really. I mean, you'll see when I start putting this together how easy it'll go together. So now we need a tail wheel on this. We're going to use a 3/4 tail wheel, which is 19 millimeter, 7500. That's 3/4. So we want that right there. Now I do my tail wheels out in profile as I drill a hole through a dowel, and then drill a hole in the bottom of the fuselage, put the wire through the drill or the dowel, and then put the dowel on the fuselage. Pretty simple, real simple. We'll have to get some 5/16 dowel. So we need, use this as the rib template. We're going to put that on the center line. Then I have to figure out the tip rib. Do I want to sweep the wing forward and lose some wing area on this, because it is a small wing? I don't think I do. I don't think I do. That's 3/4, so 3/8. I guess we can do that. Right there, right there. Huh. What's going on here? No, it does match up. Okay. Okay, there is the root. Yeah, we're probably going to get rid of these two, share these two, whatever. It's a pukey profile. So here's the spar location. So we need a 1/2 inch. What the hell is that? Something underneath the paper glue. Okay, we need a 1/2 inch in here. So I'm going to go a 1/4 inch on each side. I haven't cut that in this yet. I'm figuring this out so I don't have to do it on the wood. I'm going to go a 1/2 inch, so we want a 1/4 on each side. 1/4. Yeah, that don't look right on the bottom there. What's the story? I must have measured that wrong. I mean, it'll work, but I'll go off the center line there. Okay, this is where the spar is going to come out. So now I got to figure out how much sweep in the wing I want. So 9 inches. Let's try 9. See how that looks. This rib here is not quite right. It's got to come down this way. There we go. That's better. That should be 1 inch. 1.125. And what do we got here? Yeah, 1.125. Yeah, that's what's wrong. So it goes on there. It goes there. Okay, that's better. Morning, Richard. Okay, so now we want a 9-inch tip rib. I don't leave much to get the lead outs in, but well, that'll work. We got 10.5 root, 9-inch tip. That's 1.25 inch sweep. That puts it right here. Right here. Yeah. This is how you plot a beam wing. Just so you guys know. I mean, it's pretty simple to do. The wing is not plotted by plan form, it's plotted by number. Okay, 1/2 inch and 1/8 is better measure this again. That's it. It's half a one. Half a one. I'm gonna have to plug that hole a little bit. Okay. That was right on the first go round. So okay. So let's plot the rib here, the tip rib. Okay, we got the tip now. That looks good. Okay. Morning, Gary. Well, that looks right. I mean, it's a little messy, but anybody should be able to figure it out. Now, we're going to make our tip rib exactly as this piece right here, so that it doesn't matter whether I turn it over. It's going to get, this is the straight line here. This is the datum, the top. So it's going to get built like this. But when we turn it over, it's got a taper in it. So we're going to cut our tip rib so that it has a taper on it, so that when I turn it over, build it like this, and when I turn it over to do the top, it'll all lock down on the bench and I can sand it, because that was the problem that I had with the other ones. So learn as you go. So we're going to cut us a tip rib. The only problem, the spar needs to taper. The spar needs to taper, so it's this big on the spar. I'm going to have it like so. The spar at the tip. The spar at the tip is going to be from here to here. So that's 1 inch, it looks like. Yeah. Spar tapers to 1 inch at the tip. So spar is going to be 1.5 inches at the root, 1 inch at the tip. Spar. SP. 1.5 at the root. 1 1/2 at root. 1 inch at tip. Is that right? Looks right. See, I had a 3/4 inch dowel set in the on the center line here for the tank mount bolts, so we better draw that in. Three-quarter dowel. Tank mount bolts. Okay. We need to set in the 3/8 maple, 3/8 by half, which we can use. I don't have a maple motor mount here handy. Do I? In such disarray. There we go. Three-eighths by half motor mount. Okay. Fuses 1/2 inch doublers or 1/2 inch. Stab and elevator. Stab and E 3/8 sheet. Fuse and turtle deck, 1/2 inch sheet. USE. Three-eighths here. Okay, we can start laying the spar out now, I guess. I think that basically covers everything on this. I mean, I could build it from here. Let me get water. I could build it from here. Getting fat. Okay, we want tips. We got to have tips. Let's see. This is let's see. This is too small. This is 7.5. I have a 9-inch tip, 4-inch plate. Put the tip detail right here. Pretty big. Yeah. This is the tip for the XL, or for the not for the XL, for the VIPER, and this tip is just slightly smaller, half-inch smaller. There's no taper in this wing. Because I want it to look the same, you know, but it's not the same. Kind of like what Warden did with his Continental Trophy Trainer. And the reason the Trophy Trainer came about is Tom Lay wanted to fly that Continental in some movie, and Tom said no, so he built the Trophy Trainer so if he crashed it, which he didn't, it wouldn't matter. So let's do a tip. So we want the tip to be like so. I think we're going to build the tips different too. We'll just build them the old way. So we want the ribs at 1.25 inches. This is the tip rib, 1.25 inches, 1.25 inches, 1.25 inches, 1.25 inches. There's the tip. So now let's do the spar. So we need the spar. I figured I had this one laid out. I made the tick marks on this one. Hopefully this page is long enough. Well, it might be. It might be. You know what? I'm going to whack this off on the saw real quick because let me see how this works out. So we got 1/2 inch, 1 inch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 to the end. So we should have 17 over here. 1 inch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yep, we do. Okay, so I'm going to hack this off so I got room to monkey with it. You know, I could about use this spar, and it wouldn't all be all that bad because I'm trying to use up stuff that I had, you know. I think we will. I think I'll use this spar. We'll have to doctor it up. It's got a little whoop in it, but we might have to make it thinner on the tip. Nope, it's 1 inch, so we're good. What is it here? If you remember, I built this spar. I built this spar a while back, and I thought it was a little too heavy, but it's not really, and it's plenty strong. It's a two. This is how this is built. It's 1/8 inch balsa each side, carbon fiber sandwich between it, so then it was pressed together. Then I might have to make this bigger though. Then then it was laminated with 64th ply on the sides, both sides, and top and bottom, and then popsicle sticks in the center. So, will this work? Let's see what it weighs. This is going to have to be longer for the lead outs to pass through because of the sweep of the wing. If this will work, I mean, that'd save me a whole lot of time. So we're looking for anything under 2 ounces. I used to be able to get them white pine spars down to 1 ounce. It's exactly 2 ounces. Now it says 2.2, but it'll be fine. Let's go ahead and use that. I'll draw out a spar though instead of calling out that. But we won't have to worry about it for now. Let's see what is the height of this. inch and a half. Inch and a half, and I had on this inch and a half. So I won't be able to cap it until it's in the wing. In the fuselage. Okay, we're going to go ahead and use this. I might have to do this another way too. I might have to cap it between ribs because it's is it straight? It's straight. Lead outs are going to come out right here. Center of gravity is where? Marked it on the other two. Figured right here, so it's they're going to come out right here. Yeah, it'll be fine. There's the front. There's the back. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. On that line right there. Okay. Cut this off. Cut a 1/4 inch more off. There it is. All right, we got a 2-ounce spar. Okay, good to go. So now we got to cut a slot in this so that this can go in there. Wish I could find my good poker saw. What the hell happened to it? Had to have knocked it on the floor somewhere. I guess we can cut it on the jigsaw. Yeah, we'll cut her on the jigsaw. And file it to fit. Let's see, I figured it was not on this drawing. Let's get the longer ruler. I want to make sure that I get it right. I'm gonna put in all the work and then get to the end and go, ah, You screwed up. We have 46.5 plus 8. 8 and 6 is 14, so it'd be 54.5-inch wingspan. 46.5. 46.5 plus 8. 54.5-inch wingspan. So that's correct. That's what I had written down on the other paper. You could make this anything you wanted. You could have a 60-inch wingspan. You could, this, doing it this way, it opens up a whole world of making whatever you want if you just follow some simple principles. It's so simple. I-beam wings are so simple. There's no voodoo. I mean, as Billy said, the voodoo was in the Ambroid Aries kit. But once you understand the principles, bam, it goes so fast it's ridiculous. And you ask, why do I have to get the spar? I have to cut the spar location before I cut the tip rib. And the tip rib is what sets the wing. Not the root rib, the tip rib. Let's cut this out. Get the voodoo, the voodoo of beam wings. Not simple, simple, simple stuff. Come on. Get in there. I've cut it on the inside so we can file it and make sure it's a good fit. Oh, shoot. Started cutting up through the top. Wasn't paying attention. Okay, if it fits. If it doesn't fit, we'll file. So this is the top, so it goes on, it goes in this way. That's it right there. There's our airplane right there. We're good to go. Good to go. I think we'll do it from the inside. We'll do them 1-inch ribs first, then go to the outside so they're all perfectly spaced. Okay, now we got to cut a tip rib. I would say that the fit of that is perfect. That's right. Let's go, Brandon. The fit of that is perfect. So we got an airplane here. You see it? I see it already. One thing that I do see is that I'm going to have to open this up some more because the bell crank sits here, and which is fine. I mean, when I get this done, this section right here will be locked like a board, like a rock. I mean, it has a 1-inch cap strip, 1-inch rib, 1-inch wide rib, 1/4-inch thick here, gluing all this together. And then the 1/2-inch cheek cal will go on over the top of that, so that you got to cover it first, though. So this thing is going to be locked together like you can't believe. And it didn't take that much engineering to figure this out, because the reason why profiles don't fly very well is right here, because you can't get the engine locked to the wing very well. They vibrate and you have erratic motor runs. But this should lock it all together super good. So let me get a bell crank out and see how much I'm going to have to open that slot up to get it to swing. I have one. I'm going to have to make one. Before I had one here. Maybe I don't have one. To make one for the next airplane anyway. Hello. Hello. Do this one more time. I just swore I had one. Maybe in my tank box or something. Nope. Nope. Okay. Look in this box. It'll be time to make a few bell cranks. We got this one, but it's no good. Okay. What am I gonna do here? Yeah. I used up my last bell crank on the last pair. Okay. Damn. Damn. I found that. That's good to find. I wonder if that'll fit on there. Probably not. Everything's got to be a different size. Okay, I know I got a bell crank around here somewhere. Need to put these in the cabinet. And we'll look up there, I guess, in my wire box. Even if it's a 3-inch bell crank, it don't. Okay, where's that wire box? That's this one. Oh yeah, we got one. We got one. We can use the windy one, I guess. And save the traxler for the next airplane. Well, I got a choice. SIG 3-inch or windy 4-inch. If I use a 3-inch, goes this way, other way, dummy. Goes this way. I think we're going to use the SIG 3-inch. Let me think about this. This is a self-centering bell crank here. This. If I use this one, the push rod will be on the inside, and that'd be fine. I'm going to have to open that up, cut some of this off, open this up, open that up. So up would be so I put it in. If I put it in reverse, you push this, and that pushes the up would be on the front. Frankenstein's Monster. I love control. Just found your channel, and it's great. Thank you very much, Frankenstein's Monster. Please consider joining and becoming a paid subscriber. That's the only way I can bring all this content to you. There's over 2,500 videos on building different projects. The last project was the Simply Blues. The one before that was the first VIPER 2 after 30 years. This is the profile VIPER. I think we're going to use this. I think we're going to use a reverse bell crank. I haven't done that in a while. I'm going to have to make a few accommodations to get it in there. I can't believe I'm out of bell cranks. I have to make some more. Yeah, think about this. So if that's on the inside, yeah, we'll go ahead and put this one on. That way the push rod can't be seen from the outside of the circle. It'll be clean on the outside. It'll be clean on the outside that way, so we use that. I might put it on the belt sander and thin it out about 50%. Because this bad boy weighs, I mean, Wendy was really into heavy duty shit. It's solid carbon. Mine that I make are 7 grams. This one is half an ounce, 15, double, 18 grams. So I put it on the belt sander and sand about 50% off of it. That'll work. Because I ain't buying nothing to build this airplane. I spent $51 on plywood and glue, and that's it. I'm not gonna spend any more money on this one. We're gonna use what I got. Yeah, I can't believe YouTube doesn't recommend my channel more. I mean, it obviously is a success, but it's taken a zillion years to get this far, since 2014. Okay, so we don't need these parts. We're going to have to open that up and open that up. So if this is back here, it has to be opened up to at least right here to clear all this stuff. And this, if it's right here, no, it doesn't have to be opened up at all. The beam doesn't need to be opened at all. We're good on the beam, bad on the fuselage. Which is no big deal. We'll just zip it right open. Supposed to be easier just to cut it with the jigsaw, and then to grind it smooth. Frankenstein's monster. Did you build one of them Revell Frankensteins? I don't know how old you are, but I had one. Can't believe I don't have any more of them Bellcranks. What the fuck did I do? Gotta be one here. Gotta be one here somewhere. All right, we got a hole in there now. Get a sandpaper and sand that around. You always want to sand the rough edges because that way there's no stress riser. What the hell happened to my stick? There it is. Stick. And this airplane's only 3 days old, so sanding all the edges don't take no time. From what I understand, a Canadian company bought them. They're selling out their inventory, what they have left. Don't look for any more control line stuff. More than likely, it's going to be all RC foamy shit. But I'm not a spokesman for SIG. I don't know. You might go on Stunhanger. That's stunhanger.com/SMF. Sam, Mary, Frank. Join the forum and ask for Mikey Pratt. And he used to work for SIG. Doesn't work for him now, but if anybody would know, it'd be Mike Pratt, the designer of the Magnum. Okay, so there's my Bellcrank swing. We got this, and this goes on this side. You know, I need to add that 1/8" line to that right there, so I get it on there perfect. Upside down, yeah. Goes this way. There we go. All right, we can take the plans up now. Nope, no more SIG, not for now. Okay, let's see if we got enough swing now. We're gonna put this in backwards. And it goes right there. No more SIG for now. Here we go. Here it is. There we go. That's where that mounts. A lot of down, Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Man, it's tight. Let's see, goes in this way. Let me walk over the bell crank. Walk over the belt sander. I'm going to sand this bell crank down. It's way too much. So we got, it goes in this way. We want to sand this side right here. There, I cut it in half. Shit. I don't know if it thinks you're going to pull a freight train with this stuff or what. Oh, yeah, Brodak's still alive. Yep, we cut it in half, and it's still pretty stout. What's this about? Gonna make it today. Oh, I gotta answer this text. GROC grocery for me tomorrow. Old people payday. Old people payday. YD payday. Sorry, space. Oop. You know, I got Steve over here building his airplane. Yeah, we cut her in half. Doesn't feel much lighter, but we'll see. Started out at 20. Now 10. So we cut it in half, cut the weight in half. And if you can break that, I'll kiss your butt. It's ridiculous. Solid carbon. Let me call him and tell him.
Hi.
Hey, I'm sorry, but tomorrow's grocery shopping for me.
Yeah, that's what I just read.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Old people payday.
Yeah,
Same with you, right?
kind of. I don't know. We get our Social Security, we don't get it at the end of the month or
No,
the first of the month. We get it in the middle somewhere. I don't know.
maybe that's because I don't know why either. But yeah, old people payday tomorrow.
Yeah. I was thinking maybe going flying Saturday.
I think Dan has just about wrapped it up. I think our season's over.
His season's over.
Well, it's
I
got
don't know.
it's got to be pretty damn warm for me to go flying.
Yeah, I understand. I think it's going to be 50.
Yeah,
But
freezing.
little or no wind. I don't know. I'll have to wait till Saturday morning to decide. Yeah, my daughter's coming in for the weekend, so
So we'll just look for Monday.
so. All right, thanks.
All right, buddy.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, we got a Bellcrank here, so now we can go on to the next step. Let's get these plans up, make us a couple of tip ribs, start setting it up to put together. And if you do this right, you can do it all in one day. I don't think we'll do it in one setting, but I haven't cut any ribs yet. Because I haven't made a jig up for cutting them yet. Because these are different thickness than the they're half the thickness of what a Viper is. And they're 3/32 instead of 1/8 inch. I'm gonna make a new jig, but I'll show you how to do that. It's not a big deal. We got a Bellcrank. We ain't buying shit for this airplane. Let me look at the tip, make sure it's gonna work. What did I do? I just had it somewhere. These are rudders. Elevator tips. Shit disappeared. Oh well, we'll fake it. Fake it until you make it. Yeah, I don't like it. If it ain't 70, I don't like it. So you didn't answer me, Frankenstein's monster. Did you have a Revell Frankenstein model? Had the Wolfman, had Frankenstein, had the Mummy, the Creature from the Black Lagoon. Those are all antique kits, boy. That's back when you could get glue that actually worked. Okay, let's set it up to start building. So the first thing I do is I get my square. You have Aurora. Okay. I thought they were Revell. But they might have been Aurora. Okay, first thing you want to do is draw a center line for the fuselage. Like it so. And hopefully we got enough, this is less wingspan, so goes on this way. Let me get my 1, 2, 3 blocks to hold it up straight. Put it on there like that so I know it's perfect. Okay, so we need to get rid of this shit. We don't need it anyway. Okay, so We need this. That is the spar line. We're gonna need a trailing edge on the line too. This is a straight trailing edge, not a tapered. Okay. Bitch. That is the trailing edge. You know, if I had all the parts cut for this, I'd be willing to say I could build this in one day. Why is that acting like that? Oh, there we go. Okay, want to be like that? There we go. Trailing edge. We're good to go. So we got the marks on there. Now we need some scrap triangles. Use that. Use this. We'll use this. That's good. Need a good knife. Where the hell are the knives and stuff? Over there. we'll do 6. So that's 3, 4. Five, 6. Twelve triangles. Plenty. Now maybe, because it would do the trailing edge too. You know, I think I'm going to drill a hole for the control horn before I put it together. That way I don't have to dick with it. I can do it after it's together, but might as well get her right the first time. Yeah, that's what it don't matter. That's not the square side, so it don't matter. Oh yeah. Half A's are tiny. I built a couple half A's on the channel. If you look for the half A Cobra on the channel, I built that. I got a set of foam wings for half A Cobra and a set of plans somewhere. I gave that to Chris Everson. Okay, we now have 12 triangles. I want to drill this hole with a flat horn before I put it together. Thinking ahead. So we'll get the drill in half-inch or half-inch, 1/8 bit. Close enough. Need a stick. Need a stick. It'll be fine. Okay. So this is upside down. This is inboard. This goes on this way so I can see my mark. We're going to epoxy that in there. Well, I'll just CA it and then put some other shit around it. It'll be fine. It's such a tight joint. Oh yeah, I flew half base when I was a kid. Nothing wrong with that, as long as you're having fun. Okay, we're gonna need the glue, which is right here. Probably gonna need the kicker. You know what? We better make them tip ribs before I get too crazy. Let's do that. Because we're almost ready to lock this thing up. Well, in the last 2 months or last 4 months, I built 2 beam wing airplanes. This is the third, so it's 3 every 6 months. That's 6 a year. I have built a lot of airplanes. I wish I could get rid of some of them. Nobody wants to pay anything, though. Let's see how this is going to work. Put that right there. This goes right there. I think we'll do it on this here. That right there. Figure you can't build one of these big airplanes. Wow, Jim Sparky. What's a Jim Sparky? You can't build one of these big airplanes for $1,000, and that doesn't include the labor. Let's see what I want to do. Tip ribs. That's right. So we want to put this here on this line right here. Ah, bitch. Oh, well, it don't matter. I'll use that on the fuselage. Okay, now put that to that. So now we know the spar is going to be perpendicular to the fuselage. There it is. Okay. 1/8 off, that's good. What did I want to do? Oh, I want to make tip ribs before we glue that together. Yeah. You have an old McCoy. I wouldn't, if it's still intact, if it's still in the box and the box is nice, I would not build that kit. I would hang on to it. It's a collector's item. Okay, what did I want to do? I want to cut, I want to cut the tip templates before I glue this down. So we need to get some wood. Yeah. Pull out the Dayton lumber. Yeah. Let's see, that's all 3/8. I need 3/32. There we go. Here we go. I'll get us some rib material. What's the weight on that? 22. I'll use them as tips, I suppose. 21, 23, 21, 21. And yeah, that's all 3/32. Yep. Okay. Here's my ribs right here. We're going to do a tip plate and then copy it on another one. So it's 1.5 inches. It's a 9-inch tip. So we're going to make this 9.5 inches long with a cord that would leave 8 on each side. We'll make it 9.5. 9.5. Think about this shit. 9.5. The big Vipers have 1/8 ribs. These are going to have 3/32 ribs. Yeah, 9.5. Remember, I want to be able to turn this upside down and not have the wing rock. So I got to make it the same as the fuselage. 9.5. First, you got to cut it. Where's the ruler? Can't believe I put that shit away already. 9.5. I did though. 9.5, 1.5 inches down. Nine and a half. Okay, there's that. Oh, I know comic kits are fairly common. I mean, you go to the AMA museum, they got a whole stack of them in there. Brodak too. But that doesn't mean you couldn't sell it on eBay for huge money. Okay, 1.5 inches down. We need a center line. Pen. That's what I guess. 1.5 inches down. Inch and a half. I think we're going to taper the leading edge on this too. Oh, I have no idea who they are. I'm sure somebody does. Put it on stun hanger. They'll know. They'll give you an answer in 2 minutes. You are familiar with my forum, right? That's 1.5 inches center line. So we need 9 inches. So 1.25. What the hell happened to my ballpoint pen? I hate dealing with pen. Oh, it's over there. That's the 9-inch outside. So the trailing edge is a 1/2 inch thick. This is 1/2 inch, I think. Yep, 1/2 inch. You want 1/4 on each side. One 1/2 inch. 1/2 inch. And this is 1/2 inch. And this is 1 inch, so you want 1/2 and 1/2. No, not the channel, my forum. Stunt Hanger Forum. I'll put a link in the description. Or in the chat here. That's where you can get answers instantaneously. When you register, you got to use your real first and last name, or I won't approve you. I mean, because I ain't putting up any crap. Okay, here we go. Come on. There we are. Personal messages. Home. Copy. Paste. Go there, register, use your real first and last name. I'll approve you. Then you can go in the open forum and ask any question you want. And there's 4,500 guys there, or maybe 5,000 guys there that'll give you an answer within minutes. Okay, there's that. Yeah. There are no dumb questions, only dumb answers. Okay, so we got that. We need a trailing edge piece, which is this right here. I could, no, that's the trailing edge. Okay, the back of the spar is how far from the trailing edge? So we want to add a little bit there. It is 6 3/8. 6, 1, 2, 3/8. 6 3/8, 1 inch. 6 3/8, 3/16. 6 3/8. That is the back of the spar. Now we're going to have 3/16, or is it quarter? Quarter, so 8/4. Boy, I don't leave a whole lot of room for lead outs. We'll figure it out. There's the spar. There we go. That'll open the world of control line up to you. Because there's guys, world champions are in there. Okay, 1/2 inch on each side. Better than Facebook, that's for sure. Facebook is a joke. You are the product. Okay, that's that part. Now, we got to figure out the rib configuration. Maybe it needs to be left. That's 1 inch there. It'll be tough. No, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Almost like I knew what I was doing. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, there's our tip. So now I got to cut the slots for the leading and trailing edge, and then we're going to put it on this. Let me draw the bottom. See here, trailing edge, of course, trailing edge this way. That ain't right. we got it. I got the spar in the wrong spot. Why? Why? Why is that in the wrong spot? It's got to go. Got to go between that. So that's the center line there. That's what I did is I screwed that up. That is the center line. What's the best time to catch me online? I don't know. It kind of all depends. I usually run a show at 7 o'clock at night, but we got the half inch. So let's see here. We got 3/8. Half of 3/8 is 3/16. So we got 2, 3/16. 1, 2, 3/16. And then an eighth on each side. That's the CL. Eighth on each side. Eighth and an eighth. We'll get it here. It'll be fine. A lot of figuring, that's all. Once you get this, if I do the figuring for you, I can't see why you can't build this in one day. And that would include cutting the parts for me, but yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. I'm gonna have to make that slot longer, I think. Better make it longer so I don't have any problems. Be fine. This is let's there we go. That's for this side. Okay, so we got this side done. That's upside down. To glass. Now, because of the taper, you see the difference, the taper there. I build it like this, turn it over, it'll be exactly the same. So the wing won't rock. Okay, leading edge. Time for a new blade. Trailing edge, two glass. Have that. Yep. Have that mark down there like so. That goes on the pen mark on the glass. All right, we got one tip rib done. The trailing edge is going to be straight, not going to be tapered. The reason being is that a big Viper has an 11.5-inch cord and a 9.5-inch tip. That's a lot of wing area. This only has a 10.5-inch cord with a 9-inch tip. So if I reduce the tip, it'll take away the square inches so fast it's ridiculous. If I make the trailing edge swept forward. So we don't want to do that. Okay, so two glass. This will go quick now. This will go quick. I got all the figuring done. So we want this, but it's got to be less. It's because it's the inboard, it's one bay longer, it's less. So there, center line. This is outboard, O-U-T. And inboard is one bay longer, so it's slightly narrower. Let's see what it is. I think it's 7/8 maybe. It is 7/8. Half 7/8 is what? 7/16? No, 9/16. No. Calculator, clear, 7/8. I should know this. 7/8 divided by 2, 7/16. Right the first time. 7/16. Philadelphia. Hello. Who's this? Hey, buddy, if I had pain or swelling in my feet, I'd call you. Have a nice day. Telemarketer. Let's put him on the spam. the spam blocker. Copy. And put it in here. Look up number, paste, paste, look it up. Personal line. I don't care. We're going to report spam. Telemarketer. Pharmacy. P-H-A-R. Pharmacy. Pharmacy call. Submit. Got it. Block. These damn people. I report them and they get on a spam list so that it helps everybody. We don't get all this spam bullshit. Okay. We're going to still have to whip up a rib jig. I'll show you how to do that. We've been on 2 hours and 30 minutes. It's 11. I'll stay on another hour till noon, then eat lunch and come back. I'm going to have this airplane together today in 3 days. So we want to measure 7/16. And let's see here. 7/16. Now here's another thing. On these ribs, even though you're not cutting the rib out, draw it on there before you put it together. That way, when you get ready to cut it off the bench, you just cut to that line and your rib's already on there. Like I said, the wing platform is not dictated by a set of plans. It's dictated by these tip ribs right here. So try to make them accurate. These also dictate whether you build a warp into your wing. Okay, let's check them against each other. Oh, turn it around. Close enough. We ain't building a watch. It doesn't have to be in the 10,000s. Two glass. Now for the rib. Crap. Crap, crap, crap. No, that's right. Quarter inch. Damn. Back it up just a smidge. There we go. There it is. All right, we can half-ass jig it up. Then I need to make a rib cutting jig. Oh, I want to lengthen this. I want to lengthen this, so we have to do that on the jigsaw. I want to bring that in quite a bit. Yep, 4-inch Bellcrank, same horn system. I got to make horns though. I'm out of horns, so I'll make them. So we want to drill a hole and then cut it. Drill a hole and then cut it. I'm going to cut this on the jigsaw real quick. I'm not going to even move the camera, so give me a minute. Let's cut this. It's already set up, so ain't no sense in moving that shit around. Okay, we got a hole in there now, a lot longer slot for lead out clearance. A longer hole. So if this goes in this way and the lead outs, we need this, the angle to be this way. There we go. Alrighty, we're set. Start jigging it up, and then I'll cut ribs and put it together. That hurt. Okay, this is upside down. This goes in this way. That's right. Okay. Okay. Can't see that line. Well, there it is. Okay. Yep. Okay. Okay, now for the front. 2 glass. This is outboard. This is inboard, 2 glass. Ta-da! We're there. it's ready to go. Get rid of this shit. Oh, triangles. We're gonna need them triangles. That's one of them. That's one. Good. Perpendicular. There. Yep. Yep. Okay, so now, in order that the wing tips are straight on there, we'll take this square T-square, whatever you want to call it. Man, I need some room in the bench room. Too much shit. Too much shit. Come on, get on there. Seems like I gotta sand a little bit of this up. There it is. There it is. What do we have here? Why is that not right? I put it on the back, on the outside. Damn. Damn. I mean, it'll work. Yeah, we'll just run with it like that. It'll be fine. Get the square here. It'll be fine. That's it right there. Nope, can't do it like that. I gotta do it on the outside. Oh, ever. Some of these damn parts put on. Yeah. There's our airplane. It's ready to go together. Hey, Terry. The wood I'm using for the spar on this is a balsa composite spar. It's two 1/8-inch pieces of balsa sandwiched together, and it has carbon fiber between the center. And the center section is 330 or 1/64 ply, and then there's aircraft ply on the top here, and then two popsicle sticks cut in half. So it's basically, I mean, it's a solid spar. It just was a little heavy, and that's why I didn't use it on a big Viper. But I have it. I might as well use it because this airplane here is not an airplane I'm going to invest a whole lot of money or time in. Just and it'll work out just fine. Trust me, it'll be just fine. Yeah, we can cut that side off there. Can't put these stickers on with better glue or what? I got some glue coming that Frank's model shop recommended for gluing sandpaper on. We're going to try that. I need to cut this off right here so I can get it down on there. We might have to steam these. Actually, cut it off the other end. It's straighter. Whack it off right there. Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, it's good. You want to whack that off right here. Make sure it's straight enough. I don't know if we use them sticks forever, but they had a couple different leading edges, I think. Make sure that's straight. Good morning, Marcel. Why does that look goofy right there? Must be just the optical illusion. Let me look down this way. And that's bowed. We're going to have to weight those and straighten them out. Put them in a steam box and weight them to get them straight because they ain't really straight. This one here. I cut these out of shit lumber. It'll be fine on this side. Oh, come on, don't break. There we go. I need to cut a little bit off the end of that. Yeah, we're gonna work on steaming this straight here because they're just not quite perfect enough. What'll happen is if you don't get that perfect enough, it'll cause a bind in the flaps. So let's cut that one off there. And we want to sand a little bit off here. So you're going to get an education on how to steam this shit straight now. So we want to do what here? This, I had this in this away. It needs a little off the front. A little off the back. That should fit right in there now. Yep.
You want one?
Yep. Why, what you got? What? I should be getting a UPS here. Well, let me have the junk mail. Huh? Nope, what?
UPS yet.
Okay, let me have the junk mail. So maybe somebody give me $1 million. Boy, they really want me to get a Discover card.
You wanna, hey,
What?
you got my,
Yeah, but
okay.
American Express, I already paid that bill. Let's see what they want. Shit. I wonder if I can get them to stop sending me this stuff. Yeah, they're letting me know that I paid the bill. Well, I know that I paid the bill. I'll call them later today and see if I can get them to stop sending it. This here is do you want to sell your house? No. It'd have a for sale sign on it if I wanted to sell it. Okay, she was right. Junk mail. No UPS yet. So if you look here, we got kind of a bow in this. I'm gonna steam this straight, or wet it and weight it, or yeah, I'll probably just wet it and then weight it. Let's see, which one's the lighter one of these? Maybe this one would be better on the inboard side, except I probably cut it too short. Yep, I did. Oh well, it'll be fine. Let's see if I got another one. I cut a bunch of them. This is my turtle deck. These are my flaps. I found a set of flaps I made while I was in Dayton, so we're going to be using these. This is the inboard. They're already hinged and everything. This is the inboard. Perfect. And this is the outboard. A little short. Wait a minute. No, it's not. Nope, it's perfect. Okay, so there's our flaps. Made them in Dayton. Okay, so we want to see if we can find another stick. Do we have another stick here? No other stick. I got a piece of 1/2 inch here. Cut it out. Is it straight? It's straight. Go downstairs, sneezing. Yeah, this is a debate. Do I want to do that or not? We're coming up on 3 hours. I think that's about all I'm gonna do in this setting is 3 hours. God. Let's see right there. This piece of wood is too heavy. This is the piece of lumber here, 2x4. I think we're gonna cut another one out of this sheet here. All right. Well, I think I'm going to end the show here. Any guys got any idea? I mean, any questions or anything you need to know about this? You know, I almost think that trailing edge is too thick. I think maybe we'll cut a new leading and trailing edges out of this piece of wood here. The leading edge is fine. Yeah, leading edge is fine, but the trailing edge is pretty damn thick. I think it's 3/4. It needs to be 5/8. I could cut it down on a table saw. Cut 1/8 of an inch off of it. 3/4 is just quite a bit bigger than the 3/8. We have good pocket hinge, but I don't think I want to do that. Yep, we're going to run it through the table saw. Cut it to 5/8. 5/8. Let's see what the difference is. 5. It leaves an 1/8 on each side. No, we'll cut it to half. We'll cut a 1/4 inch off of that, and I'll rethink these trailing edges. They're just too thick. We'll cut it down to half. The hell was I thinking? 3/4. So if I take 3/4 minus a half, leave you what? 1/4 inch, so it's 1/8 inch on each side. Yeah, I can block it up 1/8. All right, I'm going to end the program. I appreciate you guys hanging around while I think and fiddle fart around on making this work. We'll get it to work here shortly. Next program should be working. I've got to cut ribs, make a rib slicing jig. So that's nothing to really watch or whatever. It's all the same crap. But this is day 3 and it's going together already. So we're going to leave these at 1 and cut 2 halves out of the other. So we need 2 half by halves out of this and a 1 inch. And it's relatively straight. Well, he was supposed to come over today to work on it. He's got the wings ready to go together. Got the stabilizer and elevator done. I guess next outing we'll build a fuselage. You'll have 3 parts and then we can start fitting her together, I guess. He said he couldn't make it today because he's got to go on errands. And can I come tomorrow? I said, no, tomorrow's shopping day. So I got to take the old lady shopping. Got to have food. We're starving. All right, everybody. Like, subscribe, and share. If you're not a member on Stunt Hanger, please go to the link I posted and join the forum. Use your real first and last name. I'll approve you. As soon as I get off here, I'll look to see who needs approving. And you can ask any question you want there, and somebody will have an answer. I'm not saying it'll be right, but it'll be there. My way is not the only way. You can do it any way you want, but this is one way that works, and it's worked for me for hundreds of models. I have lost count how many models I've built. Light, straight, and rigid, and that'll give you a winning model. Most importantly, light. All right, we'll see you after a bit. I'm going to eat lunch and rethink some of this stuff. Maybe go out in the garage to cut some more lumber. All right, fair winds, tight lines. See ya.